I am perplexed and surprised that a lot of people are now acting shocked and Martha, I've been saying this, that women are becoming dangerous. I told you there are two crimes that are committed by women. One is they hire incubus to take your life for insurance policies. Two, they either take the life of their child or sell them. Those are two crimes that are on the rise, mostly committed by female. Well, the mother of an 11-year-old boy is no exception to that. Why? Because at some point when the news broke that the child was lost, she was crying like everybody else. And in fact, she even spoke and said that the people who took the life of her son must be hunted down and be brought to the book. Guess what? When police would have done their job, hunting the so-called criminals who took the life of her baby boy, it turns out that she's the criminal. Now, back in the days, she was crying, screaming, saying this.
When I identified my child's body yesterday, and what I saw, I don't want to remember that as my child. I want to remember this boy. This boy is smiling, showing his dimple, the most happiest, jovial child. Didn't interfere with anyone, wasn't rude. He was the most bubbliest, mischievous little boy who touched the hearts of everyone that he came into contact with. Whether it was for 5 minutes or whether it was for 5 years or 5 hours, this boy touched the lives of so many people. And I don't think this person who did what they did to my child, they don't understand what they've taken away from so many people's lives. And I pray that haunts them for the rest of their lives. They will.
It shall be remembered that I told you about a woman named Shalaba, or after a surname called Shalaba, who not long ago sold a child for 75,000 rand, currently in custody. We all know what happened to the famous one, Kelly Smith, the mother of Jocelyn Smith. But these are cases that people, in fact, the one of Jocelyn Smith, it's a case that is in front of you. There are so many of them that are hidden and people don't pay attention to. The question that you probably want to know right now is, how did the story begin and why is it here? Let me take you this. Look, it says, mother arrested in son's murder case. Fleurhof community is rallying from the shock grief following the arrest of Tiffany Mick 31 in connection with the murder of 11-year-old son Jaden Lling. Grade 6 pupil bruised, particular clothed body was discovered on May 14, 2025. On the suitcase of Swazi's Place complex, just meters from his mother's apartment, a day after he was reported missing. Jaden Lee was last seen after being dropped off by school transport on the 13th of May 2025. 25, I think so, yeah. When he failed to return home, his mother reported him missing, sparking community-wide search. The discovery of his body, bearing multiple bruises, signs of severe trauma, sent shockwave through the Fleurhof, prompting protest and candlelight and, demanding justice. Now, listen to this. Listen to this. Think about this. The same modus operandi with this woman called Kelly Smith. She was on the search. She was doing almost everything, crying, doing everything. Same modus operandi. She performed exactly the same thing. It was not until the 11th of July 2025, where I saw the stories, just that we were busy with them Kwana's thing. I saw that she has been arrested. I saw the story. I wouldn't lie. So it was not until on the 11th of July 2025 that Gauteng police arrested Tiffany Mick, described as a close family member, following an intensive investigation by Florida detectives and provincial investigative unit. The arrest had ignited outrage, with residents accusing authorities of delay in the case. It's heartbreaking that it took this long, said a local resident during recent protest outside Florida police station. Hi, go big guys. Tiffany Mick is currently appearing before the Rutherford Magistrate Court, facing murder charges. The case has drawn national attention, with organizations like Women for Empowerment Platform criticizing the initial police response, calling for system changes addressing child murder. Court proceedings are expected. Okay, no problem. So during the court went ahead on 14th of July 2025. And these are the outcome.
So this is the first appearance of the accused. Who's appearing for the accused? Ma'am, you have the right, you've heard the charges, you have the right to appoint your own legal representative by means of your own funds.
What's supposed to be done?
If you cannot afford that and you qualify, you can apply with legal aid, the legal aid board, to appoint an attorney on your behalf. Do you have an attorney?
He was supposed to be.
Who is that?
Lovell
Excuse
Naidu.
me?
Lovell Naidu.
Well, he's obviously now not here. So do you want to then appoint your own legal representative by means of your own funds? Thank you. You say the schedule, Mr. President?
As a corporation, it is Schedule 5, Your Worship.
Yes, the matter here falls under Schedule 5, and you have the right to appoint, to bring a bail application if you prefer to do so. Mr. Prosecutor?
As a corporation, Your Worship, for now, we won't be proceeding with the bail. We'll request a 7-day remand to the 21st of July for bail information and a bail date, Your Worship, in Regional Court F.
As I understand, the bail application will be done in this court.
Oh, yes, yes.
As it was allocated for this court.
That is, as the court pleases, Your Worship. We're in your court's hands. No, it's fine. So the bail will be done in Court J,
Yes.
as the court pleases.
So would you want to bring a bail application once the information is available to present in evidence, because the court cannot just release you on bail? You need to present evidence for the court to decide whether you are a suitable candidate to be released on bail. Do you understand that? And in terms of the Criminal Procedure Act, the prosecutor is now asking for a postponement to gather all the relevant information for the bail application. Do you understand that? And then you should ensure that your private legal representative is also present. So the date, Mr. Prosecutor?
As the court pleases, is 21 July, Your Worship, next Monday.
can we make it the 17th or the 18th? It's less than 7 days. I'm not thinking on the 21st.
There's a couple of decisions.
Which day?
Perhaps, I think,
17th?
the Thursday, Your Worship. Thursday the 17th.
That's also a challenge.
With the civil matters?
Yeah.
Okay.
18th.
There's a couple of
18th.
There's a couple of Friday the 18th. Thank you.
Yes. So Ms. Meek, this case is now postponed to the 18th of July. That's Friday, 18th of July. You remain in custody until we have the bail application and also for your legal representative to be present. Thank you. You may stand down.
Now, having said that, it is super interesting that sometimes we blame the police for things that I don't think we should be blaming them for. Like on this one, if they've done the investigation for something that happened in May, July, beginning of July, somebody's already arrested, I think I can't blame the detectives. But there is a problem here. The problem seems that, or it appears to me that society and all civil organizations doesn't necessarily seem to understand the depth of the matter, and in fact, they are perpetuating those problems too. And I'm going to tell you why. But listen to the police speaking here.
What we appreciate is where activists come very hard to say we need justice, we need human rights, where the members of parliament are holding us accountable to make sure that we don't sleep on the job. Where we have faltered, we will say we have faltered. But in this case, it is very, very limited that we could have established immediately that the very person who comes crying is the very person that needed to protect Jaden Lee Mick. It's just unfortunate, and I must say the time, honorable member of the report, and the time that the child was supposed, a mother of 11-year-old was supposed to stand up and say, it's 3 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock, it's 5 o'clock. That did not happen. Only 2 hours before midnight, she decided to come forward to report the case. One wonders what happened from that time until the time of reporting.
Now, I want you to notice something. There are words that are not being used to describe the mother of this child, right? And I'm going to tell you where those words would have been used. Disgusting, horrible, you don't deserve to live with us, you're an animal, you are killing us. Those words are not used. If the same act was done by a man, those same words would have been used. We are vulnerable, we are this. You know, the problem is, I'm saying, listen to the tone and the messaging from these organizations, that if the person who committed the same offense was a man, they would have used a different message and a different tone. And you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, the problem is our reaction to crime. We react to crime and put emphasis when it is an opposite gender, being my gender. But when it is my opposite gender, being females, we now blame the police for taking longer. But if it was my gender, they would have said, yeah, we are being, women and children are vulnerable. Where is that energy when same crime is committed by female? The point I'm saying to you here is, we are going, or the conclusion that I wanted to draw you onto is this. So long as crime has gender in our eyes, so long as crime has color in our eyes, we stand a chance of being defeated by crime. But if crime does not have gender, age, and race, we treat crime the same way, regardless of the offender, then we stand a chance of defeating crime. Where are these organizations right now who would have otherwise stood and said, hashtag don't do it on my not on my name, women for change, what, we are being killed? Where are these women organizations when the very same constituency of such organizations are committing the crimes? Where are those organizations? Why are they mum? Is it because the offender this time is of a different gender? And my question to you is it really about crime, or it's about gender supremacy? For me, invite me when it is about crime, but don't invite me when it is about gender. I hate being thrown in a battle of gender supremacy. We better than you. We. No, I want to be invited in a situation where we are fighting crime. Then invite me.